Whoa, whoa, whoa. What up, folks? Like, subscribe, and share, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Jack, Chicago's finest, man. What it do, people? Man, I want to talk about it's Fleece Johnson, man. Brother out of Kentucky, man. He went in at 16 with a 12-year bid and wound up doing 40 years in the Kentucky State Penitentiary. And man, this brother, he was known as supposed to be a booty bandit. That's what they call him. But man, it's a little more deeper story to it, man. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about it, and man, let's get into it. Let's go. Whoa, 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 man! I keep hitting the wrong intro, man. How y'all doing today, man? What it do? What it do? What it do? Man, let me see who I've been here, man. Let's check it out, man. What it do, man? Man, what's up, bro? Man, appreciate you, man. But I've been they got a few guys. They interviewing Fleece Johnson now, man, and I saw this guy on one of the prison shows years ago, and he's one of the characters on what's the little cartoon out, man? The little adult cartoon. Can't think of the name of it right off, but he's the one in that they call him booty bandits. Like he was around there kicking guys' manhoods and shit. That was the stigma this brother had. You know what I mean? His whole entire popular YouTube, career. But you know what I mean? Checking his interviews out, it seemed like it's a little bit more to the cat. You know what I'm saying? Because man, appreciate it, bro. Yes, definitely. It seemed like he got a little more to him. He gave Kentucky a hell of a ride, and man, he cost them a lot of money. He cost a lot of people a lot of respect that they thought they wanted and had to have. He pushed everything to the limit, man. You know what I'm saying? That his brother went in at 16 years old with a 12-year bid. You know what I mean? And immediately they threw him under the bus because he was doing robberies and a whole bunch of stuff. And he was making Kentucky Police Department look real. He was throwing them up. So when they finally caught up to him after his little crew, they arrested all of them. He was still on the run. He was the one that was kind of slicker than everybody else. So this little racist police department, man, they did everything they can to get this kid. So they finally got him. They actually tried to kill this young man. You know what I mean? They shot over 500 rounds trying to, you know what I mean, before they arrested him. So they basically were trying to kill his ass before, you know what I mean, before he even got put in handcuffs. But man, he survived and all of that. But he wound up going to jail. Now he was like, man, at this time, even he was 16, they put him in an adult facility. And at this time, this one, especially in that Midwest, men being violated was, you know what I mean, that's 70s and in the 80s, man, Statesville and all of that, man, there was a lot of men, he was getting violated, especially when them young brothers was coming up in there. You know what I mean? You didn't have the older cats holding them down and protecting them, and them older cats was looking to violate, looking to take advantage of, looking to, you know what I mean, looking to wife some of these little fuckers, you know? So it was like, man, it was a different world when it came to going to jail. Boondocks, that's it. You're totally right. Boondocks, that's the character in there. Boondocks, yeah, you are, man. But you know, like, man. But man, L Blue, what's up? Yeah, he's the character they got in Boondocks, and he said he's watched it once or twice, but it kind of pissed him off because it's not a true depiction of who he is. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, the way he described it was, he didn't take nothing from no man. He didn't violate no man. It was willing participants, whatever. Each his own, whatever your sexuality is. He was like, man, he didn't have to violate nobody. It was more participant willing. But he sent the state of Kentucky on this ride where they thought when they had a whole setup for him to be released. So he violated them, the system so bad, and got over on the system so bad, they figured when he got out here in the real world, they had put such a stigma out on him, he wasn't going to be able to make it. They was hoping this nigga would have just basically gave up, probably blew his fucking brains out before he went back to jail. You know what I mean? Because, man, he lost over 40 jobs, because as soon as his record come back, they letting him go. You know what I mean? They letting him go. But he was one of them inmates that just bucked against the system. They bucked against the system, and they was in there with officers, you know what I mean, mistreating and no human rights whatsoever. Even though you're an inmate, you still have human rights of being a human being. They wasn't treating these guys like this, and that's a lot of states. It's more than, man, that goes on more than we probably even know or even willing to admit in this country. To be totally honest with you, you know. Man, what you say, Blue? Man, I was laughing so hard. Gotta give it to Fleece, because he real and he raw. Regardless of his booty chronicles, the brother, he was not no joke, and I believe him. I believe, man, he has no reason to lie. Like he said, man, I explained everything to my wife. My wife know what's up, so that's the only one I gotta fucking answer anything to. So, man, I respect it, even though I might not condone that shit myself, but I respect the way he go about it. He don't give a damn. Yo, Blue, did you see the part when he said it's the warden said, if you get one more right up, I'ma shoot you. He said, man, the female officer that he didn't get along with, as soon as he came back on the block, she like, they some bitches, they soft, they gave you your way. He said he didn't even think twice. Man, fuck you, bitch. And she said, I'm going to write you up. He said, man, write me up. You might well SMD. He violates her. So the warden comes down. He said, the warden said, what did I tell you next time I see you come down here? He said, you said you was going to shoot me. He said, so what you going to do? He said, the warden shot him. He got shot by the fucking warden. The warden shot him because he was, man, he was just that so out of order. He wasn't complying to the system, man. He was bucking everything. You got to take in consideration that he went in with, yes, he was 15, yo, and he said he had never been with a woman, hadn't even kissed a woman. Exactly. That's why it's like, man, and you know what I mean? He said, man, shit, if he never knew what a woman felt like, so booty was booty to him. That's his exact terminology. I say, please, you can't be mad at him though, because he went in as a kid, man. But man, then your hormones and shit kick in while you have been there. He don't know what, but you should know, but he don't know what's vivacious. But he's a character, but I actually like the dude. He's just straight up. He's straight up and up. He ain't got no cut guards. And man, you got to respect it, man. He's standing on his truth, but man, you ain't gotta like it, but you gotta respect it. I tell you what. If I was a man, I damn sure wouldn't test over. Man, shit, Fleece still. Yo, did you hear it? They removed this man's teeth because he ripped out body parts from these men when he was fighting because this big nigga beat his ass up. He said the big army motherfucker beat him up. He said the dude put him in it. He said he had the perfect chokehold on Fleece. Fleece said he screamed me so hard, I farted. He said, I knew it was over. I said, this thing is crazy, yo. Fleece is my guy, Blue. He said, man, all he could do, he said he was expecting everybody to come and break the fight up. They didn't break the fight up. See, all he could do was bite. He bit down on him and he said, man, he locked on this motherfucker like he was a pit bull, man. He said, but when he realized it, he had opened his whole guts up. You know what I mean? So he said, man, I ain't fighting them. I'm gonna bite these motherfuckers. And he said the next guy he bit the guy ear off, and he was telling the people on the block, but they sewed the guy ear back on. He said, they won't sew another motherfucker body part. Everybody he bit, he swallowed it. He bit dude's lips off, dude's cheekbones. They said this man had 36 bites. I said, Fleece, what the fuck you turned to a cannibalistic up in here, man? He said, man, and said one chick came and said, man, you bite anybody else? We removing them motherfuckers. He said, man, these motherfuckers can't take my teeth from me. He got 2 more bitings. And they came and strapped his ass down in one of them gurneys and hog tied his ass, and they snatched all his teeth out his damn mouth, sewed his damn gums up. But he can't ever get his damn. And he said, man, he tried to go get dentures. He's written in the fucking law books where this nigga ain't allowed to get dentures. You know, if you are, it's a crime to get fleece teeth. It's like, yo, he really, it's a different type of dude, man. He's a different type of dude. But I enjoy his personality. I enjoy his honesty. But like you said, Fleece said, man, he wound up being with a woman while he was in there. So, you know what I mean, presumably one of the guards or something. But, you know what I mean, he said they had put out when he did the documentary, they knew, he didn't know the way they was going to flip it. So he was just trying to be honest with them and do the scare straight and all of that type of stuff, you know what I mean, to keep the kids from coming in. But they flipped it on him, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know they was gonna put the bad image on him like they really did. But they was expecting him not to be able to make it out here, either come right back or probably kill his fucking self. But man, he a fighter, man. He's like, man, I ain't giving up. Y'all not gonna beat me. And, man, I gotta respect that to him, you know. And it's like, man, if anybody didn't see it, go check it out. This dude has a very intriguing, to say the least, story. It's, man, it shows you how easily, man, you could just be forgotten about in this country from a child. Do I think some crimes that's done as a youth might deserve a lifetime? But man, when your brain waves are not, it's cycles in life, man, that men go through and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cycles. Am I still recording? I'm still, I guess. Yeah, it's cycles that we go through in life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you do a crime at 14, you're not going to be the same dude at 25. You're not going to be the same dude at 37. You're not going to be the same dude at 42. You know what I'm saying? You go through cycles in life, man, where you change, man. And it's like, man, they let that brother they was hoping he just washed away. When Fleece got finished with my brothers, they knew not to fuck it with him. Tell him, Blue, Fleece wasn't playing with it. He said, man, I locked on them motherfuckers like a pit bull, man. But I like old Fleece though, man. He wasn't on no, you know what I mean? A lot of them guys, when they do, especially if you have a persona like his, a lot of guys come on there and try to make it sound real more, you know what I mean? Like man, more outlandish than anything, and he could have. The stories, man, he tore down. Did you hear the amount of damage he did in these damn cells and so-called impenetrable cells? Fleece tore them motherfuckers up from the ceiling on down. He tore up impenetrable cells, man. So this dude had to be a very powerful man, man. Like, for real. I thoroughly enjoy hearing it. Man, I did the same. Like, I watched it all the way through. My wife saw me laugh. She wound up catching it just from peeking over there to see what was making me laugh so damn hard. Because Fleece, man, he's so raw and uncut, but it's almost innocent. You know what I'm saying? I know you understand what I mean, Blue, because he's not trying to say it to make it sound boisterous, and then that's his truth. It's like, man, that is his damn truth, man, for real. Fleece is a bad motherfucker. He's a bad summoner. He is definitely in the Kentucky penitentiary record books, and I don't think he will be topped out. Oh, did you hear the concoction he made? This man said a 3-pound bucket of feces, two cans of Magic Shave, and some broken up glass. And that's how he was getting these fuckers. And he would throw it on the officers, man. So, and then when they wipe it, the Magic Shave make the hair start coming off, and that shit burn. Then the glass start cutting you. Then the Magic Shave. I'd have shot the shit out for he did some of that, man. And me, but I tell you, Top Shot, is we talking about the same dude who was tearing cheeks? Yes, man, Top Shot. But it's more to the story than just him tearing the cheeks up, Top Shots. It's more to it than that. Like, man, they tried to break that gentleman, man. They tried to break him in that system because he was one of them bucking brothers, and they couldn't break him. And man, they did everything they possibly could to try to, and he rebelled, man. To the point, the warden shot this man, and he wasn't trying to escape, man. Come on, now. Excuse me. But this to tell you, this is the type of character the man has. His lawyers from Washington, D.C. came to him and said, Fleece, we can win your case against the state of Kentucky if we go in there and just fight for you. Or do you want to go in here and try to fight for every prison inmate so if we get the win, everybody get a little piece of the pie? Fleece said, nah, man, I'm going to go for everybody, man. I put myself to the side. Let's get it. Let's try to get the win on everybody. And then, you know, the lifers and those type of guys, they up in the courtroom tearing shit up, trying to escape, some in there trying to violate the female security officers and everything, right? Motherfuckers on YouTube gonna pull up on someone one day, they end up getting the Fleece cocktail. Woo! Blue, that one is a rough one, boy. That's a rough one right there. Fleece cocktail make it retreat. That's an instant retreat, for real. But he said they had basically, the case was done. All other, so they wouldn't let nobody else testify. He said, man, let me go up there and testify. He said he got up there and he was doing his spiel and he got to crying up there, and the warden had shot him. He was pushing his buttons and that warden went off, this damn nigger ain't fucking crying. He's bamboozling you motherfuckers. And Fleece made him go off up in there. And Fleece, man, that's how they won that, man. Over $200 million, man. It got split up between them inmates, man. Cause of old Fleece, man. That's an honorable man right there. Defend the chiefs at all costs. If they let it, no, he out, bro. He's home. He's home, married and everything, man. Yeah, Fleece home, man. But he wasn't, and he explained it, man. He wasn't. They over dramatized it to make it seem like he was more of a taker than. You know what I mean? He said he had a lot of that shit was voluntarily. Over the course of Fleece time, Fleece looked like he might have beat a nigga down and knocked he might have knocked a few on him out and they woke up oil all up and down their back, all up in your booty and stuff. Would you tell anybody? Hey, Fleece seemed like he might be one of those, but I don't think it was all like that. I think it was more Fleece just, man, he went in so young, that's what his sexuality was because he didn't know what sexuality really was. You know what I'm saying? I think it was more so that, for real. So take him back, top shot, man. El Blue, for real, would you tell anybody? For real. But, I definitely enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I just wanted to tap in, man. But salute to old Fleece, man. I hope he make it out here because he say he lost over 40 jobs since he been home, man. So as soon as his name pop up and people in the area figure out who he is, you know what I mean? They get to trying to violate the brother, and everybody that throws people off, it scares people, especially around some so-called good, clean, and wholesome white folk. They ain't gonna let no booty bandit be standing around there like that, man. Come on, now we know that. For real. He put mother dead, man, old Diddy. For real. Man, I was tapping in, but man, me and the family, man, we going on excursion tomorrow. I call it an excursion. It's what is this? Salmon, Massachusetts. This is the place where the witches. Huh? They supposed to kill the last witches or some shit like that. I'm not into this shit, but the wifey and the in-laws, I think he should move back. Yeah. Anyway, to Kentucky, that's them old that's them hillbilly motherfuckers. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? For real. That's that man. What you Negroes doing around here? you might not want to stop around down there. Kentucky that's kind of tight anyway. For real, man. But it's Salem, Massachusetts. It's the last place. Look the story up. It's a major story in this country. That's where they went and they took it upon themselves to go in there and slaughter all of these witches and shit. So it's a real deep, interesting story to this. But it's like a resort type thing. And we're staying at the hotel that we're staying at. This is probably the most famous motel in the United States, man. We got the main room and everything. Wifey hooked it up, but we got the big shebang bang room and everything. We got the boom boom room with this witchery shit, you know? So it's like, man, I'm not into the Halloween thing, you know what I'm saying, like that. But the wifey's all excited. So I'm sitting there, I got to pretend like I'm going to have a whole lot of fun. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't do no telling on me. But she already know. I'm not scared.
Oh shit.
Listen to me, Blue. I'm not afraid, sis. I'm just not going to look for the witches. You know what I mean? On purpose. Make sure you take pics and post. Yeah, man. She got the whole. She got us some. She got some costumes for some pics. She got like some witch hats and. I think I have a trunk full of surprises. We're gonna be there 3 days. But you gonna? I think I am too. I think I am. I'm just a little, you know, I can say it out loud. I'm proud enough. I'm man enough. I'm a little chicken shit when it comes to like that little spiritual witchery and witchcraft. I can't watch scary movies. I usually have a nightmare that same fucking night when I go to sleep. So might be a hell of a 4 nights. I might be up, might be a little woozy for the next 4 days. I might not be doing a whole lot of sleeping. Man, yeah. I hope we do though. I think we are. So man, Steph doing everybody going. We're making an excursion. All of us going, and we gonna do what it do. We got to get there. They say 2 hours early so they can show us around and let us know where everything is, and you know. So it's like, man, I'm gonna go all in. I ain't gonna limit myself to none of it. I'm gonna let them take me where it take me. Yes, Blue, I'm scared. Don't tell nobody. Let me do it like this. Ghosts, Ferris wheels. I don't play around with them of it. You get me up on a carnival Ferris wheels, I ain't going to no Six Flags. I go to Six Flags, I'm gonna walk around and eat all day. That's all I'm doing. Not getting on no rides. Yes, I'm bad. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Yes. I'm not getting on like fast hikes and spinning and I don't like surprises. You know what I mean? I don't like surprises. But I'm going in good graces. I'm gonna hold my wifey hand the whole time and I'm gonna let her, you know, escort us to wherever it takes us. For real. But man, we're leaving early in the morning, probably around 5-ish or 6-ish, so we can have all day driving where there's no night because they wanted to leave. Let's leave like 10:30, 11. No, I don't want to drive 9 hours all night driving. No, I'd rather take all day driving, make it a little bit safer. We can look on, you know. Man, that's how I look at shit. But the weather, man, it's in the 70s. So I'm like, man, I can do sweatsuits and white tees, man. Look, that's it. When you can see everything, you ain't gonna be too sweaty. So I'm all in. Me and the wife and them go, man, the family, we gonna have it's gonna be an interesting few days. I mean, interesting with the possibility of great. I will definitely let y'all know what it is, because y'all know I'm gonna tap in and show my people what's up, you know? So, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody go check Fleece out, man. Let's run him up. I hope they paying the brother, you know what I mean? But keep running him up so he can, man, try to get his own thing going or something, so he ain't got to worry about losing another 40 jobs. As soon as they see his name, they throw the brother up out of there. Give him a chance. He paid his debt to society. Man, don't let that shit keep holding him back because he got a record. Does not mean you do not have to be able to live as a human being anytime you get out of that motherfucker. That's not what that means. So salute to the brother Fleece. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. L Blue, you already know it's love, little sis. Top shots, man. Everybody who catch it on the replay. Appreciate y'all. Man, I got one coming that I got to do a little more research on it. It's a Chicago situation. They was at a hot dog stand, one of the Maxwell's hot dogs and Polar sausages, man. They said about the pork chop sandwiches, the bangers too. But they was at a Maxwell's in Chicago. One gentleman was there, a mother with a 14-year-old son. The gentleman and the young lady get the having a screaming match. The man tell her, say something else, bitch, I'm gonna break your jaw. Needless to say, he swings off and hits the woman and gets on top of her and start beating her down. But she sent her son to the truck. He retrieved the gun, came, lit him up. But it ain't no stand your ground right now because he shot him from the back because he was over top of his mother. Both of them sitting on the $3 million bail right now for a first-degree murder. So that's the story I'm about to do because he's at the crib. I think it's bullshit. I think they need to lift that, man. Come on, black people can't stand your ground in self-defense. So that's what I'm about to bring to y'all, man. So I appreciate y'all. They already know, man. I love my peoples, man, and I appreciate y'all. I never take it for granted, not a little bit, not one time, not ever. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for real, for real. Yeah, Chicago's finest. Holla. Let's go. Man, everybody have a blessed week, man. Be safe out there, man. Do what y'all do, man. Appreciate y'all always. Holla back.